Welcome to SSK Yarners. My name is Karyn. Today's Wednesday, November 28th, 2018. It's somewhere around 1 or 1:30 in the afternoon. A very brisk morning today here, 27 degrees. It's very sunny though, so I'm thankful for that. And it's a high of 40 right now. So still chilly, but certainly not 27. And I think the Northeast, the upper Midwest, very cold today. So I'm not gonna complain for 27 this morning and 40 degrees now. So welcome to the podcast. I talk about knitting, crochet, rug punching, any kind of crafty things that I happen to be doing and that I just want to share with everybody. Last episode, I had a fall down a flight of steps. Probably shouldn't have podcasted just because I watched it back not that long ago and I said, my God, I could barely breathe because I had bruised my ribs so bad. Back to normal, feeling amazing. So yes, luckily the setup's better today, better lighting, better sound. It's just better overall of everything. So I do apologize for the last episode, just not the best, but I did have a lot to share that I wanted everybody to, maybe get inspired for some holiday crafting. So what I was just holding up was a hook rug. Oh my gosh. My husband was, we were decorating yesterday and he was on a vacation day and all of a sudden I came in and this was down on the floor. I put this out every year. Oh my gosh, I don't even know how old it is. It's very, very old. I finished the back. I put the tape and everything on it. And this is one of those hook rugs, where you just hook with that little metal thing, and it was a kit. But how gorgeous is that? I've been crafting my whole life. I've literally been crafting my whole life. So, and I used to do a lot of hook rugs, but I started punch rug, I guess it was last year, or the beginning of this year, actually. It was in March or April. Just fell in love with it. I just knew I would. So I have something to show that I'm working on. I've showed it previously, haven't gotten a whole lot more done on it, but I did buy some more patterns that I'm going to work on, and hopefully I can share those with you in the future. Last episode, again, a lot of holiday knitting, and I'm continuing with that. I have some of the finished objects to show you, some things I plan on working on. So hopefully you'll get inspired today to make some gifts for people. Over the years, I much prefer to give a homemade gift than to go to a store and buy something. Not that I don't want to support retailers, because I do. I don't know, I still have to buy the materials from retailers, right? I don't know, I just think spending the time and picking something specific out to make for somebody is really, really important. My sister visited, right, because Thanksgiving just occurred. Hopefully everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. My sister visited right before Thanksgiving, and whenever she visits, or actually anybody visits, if I have something that I've handmade for myself and they love it, I always send it home with them. She saw my Hipster shawl. It was a cool day. I said, oh, you need one of my shawls. I gave her the Hipster shawl. She's just like me. We don't like wool around our necks. We're very sensitive. It's very itchy. And I made the Hipster shawl. That's a pattern by Locatelli. I showed it in one of my episodes, so I'll try to put a little iCard up there so you can go see it. I used 100% cotton yarn to make it. It came out absolutely beautiful. Even the drape was beautiful. A lot of people don't like to use cotton, but there's certain cottons that you can use, especially if it has a beautiful drape in it. And this one did. So she went home with it. She says, no, make me one. I'm like, no, I don't want the pressure. I don't want the pressure of when people ask me to make things, I feel pressured. So this way she'll go home with mine. I only wore it a few times, and it's my sister, so it doesn't matter. And I'll make myself another one. And actually I have plenty of that yarn to make another one exactly the same. But now I don't have the pressure of making it. So I did lose my Hipster shawl, but that's okay because it was a great knit, and I plan on doing that again. But what happened was, after she left, she said, oh, I bought something for you for the holidays. I forgot to bring it, so I'll mail it to you. Well, I just got it yesterday, or maybe I got it a couple days ago when we got back from Thanksgiving. And It's hand sewn, not hand sewn, handmade though. I believe this woman is a quilter. My sister went to a craft show and just loved these. My favorite flower is a daisy, a white daisy, as is my sister's. There's white daisies on this blue polka dot fabric, and there's this gorgeous lace trim here, and of course this fabric at the top has a silver lining. It's like silver of daisies. So, and this plaid, how gorgeous is that? So she bought me 2 of them. Her and I have been going to craft fairs for many, many years. We love to go together, but if not, we still go. And oh my God, these are just beautiful. The woman only does craft shows in New Jersey. She doesn't have an Etsy shop. She doesn't have an online store or anything. Otherwise, I would share the information with you. But again, I love giving handmade items, and I absolutely love receiving them. And these pillows are going to go in my guest room, and they're just going to be beautiful with the bedding up there. So I thank my sister very much for that. So if you're a new viewer, welcome. I hope you like this episode. I hope you get inspired to do some holiday crafting. If you're a returning viewer, again, thank you so much. You guys are just wonderful to me, and a lot of you have actually been watching us from the beginning. And I say us because I used to podcast with other people. I used to podcast with Sharon, and then before that with Sherlyn and Sharon, and then of course I moved to North Carolina. So all last month I kept, and even in, I think they started in September, I started seeing all of these advent calendars, yarn advent calendars, and crochet advent calendars, and I'd say, oh, I would just love to have an advent calendar, but I understand why they cost so much, because it is a lot of yarn and other things that they put in there as well. But I don't know, $150 to $200 to me, that's a lot of money. So I've never bought myself one. Maybe I will in the future, I don't know. But I decided to do my very own, just for me, advent calendar, kind of, sort of. I have decided for the entire month of December, actually no, from December 1st through December 24th, I have decided to either make something small, it has to be done on that one given day, or purchase something for myself. So it has to be under $10 if I buy something. It could be a pattern, a notion, anything like that, maybe a little bit of yarn or something like that, or needles or whatever, but it has to be under $10. Or I'm going to find a free pattern and make something for myself, or go through my patterns that I have purchased in the past, or that I have from the past that I haven't made. I'm going to make it for myself, but I have to be able to do it in one day. So it has to be something small. So that's what I'm going to do for myself. And I started making a list of things that I think I would like to get for myself. So advice, if you're going to try this, don't make a list. Don't do it. I started making a list, and it's not good, because all right, so here's my list, right? First thing, bent darning needles. Have you seen those? All my darning needles are straight, and I've seen people use those bent ones, and it looks like it'll pick up yarn much easier. So that's on my list. Great. First thing I put on there, easily under $10. I could go and buy it at Michael's or Joann's, bring a coupon, great. Size 4mm double point needles. I was making something the other day. I don't have size 4 double point knitting needles, so easily under $10. Again, I can buy them at Joann's, or I can get them at Michael's with a coupon, easily under $10. Great. The list was getting really good. Okay, patterns. Loopy Sweet Sheep by Susan B. Anthony. Go online, didn't get to Ravelry yet. Went online, looked it up. She sells a kit. A kit. How adorable. So what do? I bought it. It's not November 1st yet. Not good, not good. I have the 3 French hens, Susan B. Anthony. Didn't buy those. Luckily, didn't buy the pattern yet, so I have it in my wish list. I also decided to let me go on Ravelry. I won't go online anymore because I'm too tempted to buy everything. So I'll just go on Ravelry and I'll just, you know, either favorite or actually put the patterns in my cart and I'll save it for the month of December. Don't do it. Don't do it ahead of time if you plan on doing this for yourself. I found Here We Gnome Again. Pattern on Ravelry. Was going to put it in my cart. There's a 25% off coupon. It ends tomorrow. So what do? I bought it. It's not that much. I think it was just over $4, I think, or even $5. So it was under my budget, but it's not December 1st yet. So no more making lists for me. Now I was tempted. Modern Mocks by Becca Knits. I didn't buy it, but it's in my cart. So I'm saving that one. No more. I'm done with the list. I'm not adding to the list anymore. When December 1st comes around, I'll decide if I'm going to make something that day or if I'm going to purchase something that day. I'm not doing anything else. But for 24 days, I'm going to either purchase a little something for myself or I'm going to make something for myself. And I think that's going to be really nice. Give something back to myself, and I think I'll have fun doing it, and maybe somebody else will try it. But don't make a list ahead of time. Too funny. So, I forgot. This thing I'm going to show you right now was supposed to be for me to make on December 1st. I'm like, oh, I'm going to make this on December 1st. This will be a perfect thing to start off with. Now, I had to do it last night. I just couldn't wait. I have no patience. I'm like a 5-year-old. Look how adorable these are. Look how adorable. And now maybe you can understand why I couldn't wait. These are crocheted. They're absolutely adorable. Who are they? Okay, so I went online again. I was going to put a list together. Not a good idea. And I found these. It's a free pattern. She does videos. She has a bunch of free crochet patterns. And actually, I'm going to go back to her blog because I'm going to pick something out that she does have for free, and I'm going to make something else for myself. But it's called repeatcrafterme.com. So again, repeatcrafterme.com, and I'll put it in the pull-down menu. I'll have all the show notes at the bottom in the description. And I went up to my stash. I pulled out all these little pieces extra, you know, the yarn that we have to save because it's not small enough to throw it away. So we're going to put it back in our little bag or cabinet or whatever it is. So I pulled a bunch of it out. These are all 3 different yarns. All I know is this is Red Heart. I don't know what the other 2 are. I can't remember. I know this was, I made a cowl out of this, and it was a pretty expensive yarn. I think it was probably about $25 a skein. So, but you know what? I had such little of it left. What am I going to do with it? Didn't have the heart to throw it away, but now I have these lights. So I'm going to make a few of these and hang them up on my tree. I already hung them up. They look adorable. I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday to buy some Christmas decorations and things, and I found these amazing bags. They were 50% off this whole week. Remember, it's November 28th, so this whole week Hobby Lobby, all their Christmas stuff is 50% off. So this bag was $1.50. I'm going to use it for a gift, and I'm going to make one of these little lights, and I'm literally just going to attach it right here. How cute is that going to be? So really cute. But I'm going to make some more for myself, but it doesn't count towards my advent calendar. So really cute. Yep, so check those out. Really good. And it's free, again, free pattern. Just got a bunch of them. So I showed you the bag last time, right? Knit Picks 2018. I think it's called, what is it called? Knit Picks. I have it right here. It's called Twice as Nice. It's their 2018 Holiday Ebook. I believe it comes in a hardcover as well. And I made this bag. I showed it to you last time. It wasn't finished. Oh my gosh, look how adorable this bag is. So I did have it. I finished knitting it. It is a knit pattern. I finished the snowman and attached it. But I had just done the lining when I showed it to you last time. So now I've attached the lining, just a couple little stitches in each corner, and I finished the handles, and oh my God, that's adorable. So you know what? I bought some more yarn. Yes, the Wool of Andes worsted weight yarn. An amazing deal from Knit Picks. I think they were offering 20% off the other day with free shipping. So I bought some. I didn't go too crazy, but I bought some to make myself one of these because you know what, I just want to put it under my Christmas tree. Just put it under there with some tissue paper hanging out. I just think that would be adorable. So this is going to be one of my advent calendar things that I'm going to make myself. Even though I can't make it in one full day, I can make the bag in a day and the snowman. The next day I'll have to make the liner and then the handles. And I think that's okay. I'm going to allow myself to do that, and I'll have a bag because I already have the pattern. So, but how great is that? So it's the snowman bag. Now the knit pick's twice as nice. Here it is right here. Twice as nice knit picks, right? It comes with a bunch of patterns. A lot of them I'm not going to use, but when you buy the single patterns, it comes with two. So like 2 stockings and 2 of the bags and 2 of the stockings. But they're $4.99, and I had picked out, I think, 3 or 4 of them that I wanted to make. Well, that was already $20. And the ebook is $14.99. The hardcover book is more, and it's still, I'm sure, well worth the money. But I love ebooks. I use my iPad all the time, and really just I've loved everything I've done so far. So last time I showed you this stocking, the red and white one. All I had to do was put in a heel. Well, how funny is this? Thanksgiving, went to my family in Georgia, spent the Thanksgiving with my dear friends Scott and Joey. Had an amazing time. I think there were 16 people for dinner, a lot of laughter, a lot of food, exactly what the thanks and Thanksgiving is supposed to be all about, right? So it was amazing. So I did get to see Sharon. If you're a longtime viewer, you remember Sharon. She is the person that I used to podcast with. So I got to see her, a great visit. If you already know what's going on with her son Jeffrey, Jeffrey is still battling cancer. Prayers are needed now more than ever. So if your heart wants to offer a prayer, please do that. But Sharon's doing okay. It was a great visit that I had with her. But what I wanted to say is when she said, Karyn, she says, you're not going to believe it. When I watched your last podcast, she goes, you were talking about that stocking. She said, you had the stocking done. All you needed to do was put the heel in. So she says, I'll be right back. So she goes in her craft room and she comes back and she shows me this stocking that's completely done except for the heel. Well, I was like, what? She goes, I was watching. She goes, and I just wanted to scream out to you, I'm doing the exact same thing and I'm at the exact same point. So what it was, she bought the Knit Picks book last year, and she decided to make the stocking this year. So she made the stocking. She was literally at the exact same point I was. So that was pretty coincidental. I know she's on my mind all the time, so maybe we're sending some thoughts back and forth. But I did finish the red and white stocking. I finished the heel, and I've already gifted it out. I actually gave it to Scott. I gave him a little bag full of things to thank him for having us down for Thanksgiving. So, but what I did in the meantime was I cast on and finished the other stocking. How great is this? Is not blocked yet. I do like to steam block it. I literally just take the steamer on my iron and I just block it. It works out perfectly. The other one was beautiful. Changes that I make. Now, the loop, I do 5 stitches instead of 3 because I didn't think it was sturdy enough. I mean, when my husband and I fill stockings, we fill them pretty good. We're going to skip this year. We're not doing gifts this year, but when we do, we like stockings. And so I wanted a sturdier hook. So I did 5 stitches instead of 3. And instead of making the I-cord and attaching it, I take the I-cord, I pick up 5 stitches along the edge right here, and I just do the I-cord all the way down and I attach it on the bottom. I just think it's more sturdy. Also, the heel, it's a standard afterthought heel. Pick up the live stitches, right, if you have the pattern, so do that. And what it says is, so it says, you know, the usual SSK, get to the end, knit 2 together, SSK on the other side, all that. And then it says, the next round you knit completely around. So after your decrease round, it recommends that you knit a full row around. Well, when I finished, this darn heel stuck out like this. It was very, very strange looking. So I ripped it all out, and I don't do that extra row in between. So I do a decrease row, and then I immediately go to another decrease row from the beginning to the end. Now when I'm joining in the yarn, I knit all the way around, and then I start the decreases. But no extra knitting in between. It looked really weird. It literally stuck way out. It's very strange. So that's literally the only thing I changed in the pattern. Sharon was asking me, because I think her stocking had 4 colors. This just had 3. And she said, wow, I'm gonna have a lot of weaves to end in, because she cut in between her, you know, because it was long. I mean, I think some of her yarn went like 5 or 10 rows. I don't do that. What I do is if I knew there was going to be like several rows in between, 5, 6, even 10, I just didn't pick up the yarn until I used it again. So that's what it looks like. Again, these aren't being worn, so you don't really have to worry about it. And I don't think it looks that bad, right, on the inside. So you don't have to cut and weave in so many ends. I literally brought the yarn all the way up. So, yeah, so Sharon, I think you can do that as well. But how cute. I just love it. And the next one I have to make, my husband said, I said, well, which one do you want? And he wants this one that's on this cover. So, and this came in the ebook too, the one with the reindeer. So that's going to be my next cast on. And I'm sure I'll get it done before Christmas because these are really fast. I think this one calls for sport weight, but I'm going to do it in worsted. I'm going to go down a needle size and do it in worsted. So I love that. So what else have I been working on? Oh, let me share some of my things that I'm going to have on my advent calendar. Because I kind of have a list, but I'm not having a list. But anyway, so when my nephew came before Thanksgiving, I always keep Skinny Pop popcorn in my pantry. Single serve bags, 100 calories, easy peasy, great snack. And he goes, oh, Aunt Karyn, I love Skinny Pop popcorn. I eat it all the time, but I get the microwave kind. Microwave? I'm like, Skinny Pop comes in microwave popcorn? It certainly does. I got home from Thanksgiving. What's sitting on my porch but a package from my nephew with 3 Skinny Pop popcorn microwavable ones. Oh my gosh, how funny is he? So what's cool, I've never seen these. Did you? I didn't know about them. Maybe you did, I didn't. So they come in a pack of 3. It looks like this. You pull these little blue tabs. It pops open this little box. You put it in the microwave, 2 minutes, and it's full of popcorn. Now, there's more than 100 calories in here, but it's a treat. So it was delicious. So highly recommend these. And how cute. If you have 2 or 3 people watching a movie at your house, this is a perfect snack. So this is on my list. And I won't buy that before December 1st. So I'm okay, because I still have 1 left. I've already eaten 2 of them. Another thing that's on my list are these ginger chews. My favorite. If you don't like ginger, don't buy them. But I love these. Again, great for a treat. And this is on my list too to buy for myself. Again, inexpensive stuff for my little advent calendar that I'm doing. So let's talk a little bit about my work in progress. I guess it's kind of a finished object because one of them's done, but I'm not done with the other one. So let me show you. Sock blockers. This is my sock blocker. This is for my socks. If you've been watching me for a while, you know I have huge feet. So these sock blockers are for my feet. These socks that I'm making are a gift. And she has tiny feet, size 7. Mine are 11s. So, you know what? I decided I'm going on Etsy. I'm going to buy one of those wooden sock blockers. Those real cute ones. I ordered a set when they come in. I'll show you. I ordered them over a week ago, and now when I ordered them, I knew it said will not ship before December 1st. But I'm like, oh my God, I want them so bad. So I hate ordering things that I know aren't going to come for a couple of weeks. So I'm trying, because you know I don't have any patience. But anyway, so this sock is on my sock blocker. That's why it looks so weird. So these are called Goat's Eye. It was a test knit that I did for Tracie Millar, half of the Grocery Girls. And I'm going to get up so I can get closer to the camera and show you at least the front of the sock. You see those faux cables? and then X's on either side of the sock. I don't think I'm doing it justice on this sock blocker, but anyway. So just love it. And look at the back. Look at the back of this pattern. It's not even showing the yarn very well, but what an amazing pattern. So I've started the second one. Let me ask you a question now that I see this. Last night I started the heel right here, right? So you knit back and forth on the heel. And I forgot I didn't keep count. So I'm like, oh yeah, okay, 1, 2, 3, and I'm like, it's a 6, 7, 8. And then I'm like, wait a minute, I forgot. Do I count the stitch on the needle? Or don't I count the stitch on the needle? So I went online. Some people say you count the stitch on the needle, and some people say you don't count the stitch on the needle. So what do? I'm so confused right now because I do this all the time. Like, do I count it? Don't I count it? I guess it'll only be an extra row if I don't count it. But I really want it to be the same as the other sock. So I don't know. Maybe you could let me know. Do you count the stitches on the needle or don't you? I don't know. I guess I'll figure it out unless somebody can really tell me. So anyway, the sock, back to the sock pattern. Goat's eye, absolutely beautiful. The back is, I think, a garter ribbing. The front has these adorable double X's with a faux cable down the center. This pattern is written for magic loop. If you do magic loop, this is written specifically for you. It's a very well written pattern. While we were test knitting it, she had to make some adjustments. That's why we test knit, right? So everything's been figured out. She sends it to an editor, a tech editor, so all of that's been completed. It's available on Ravelry. Highly recommend it. Again, a faux cable, so no cable needles needed. Garter ribbing is beautiful, and magic loop. So if you're a magic loop sock knitter, I highly recommend it. It's a really, really great pattern, and it's just beautiful. Use light colored yarn, obviously, so you can see the actual texture detail. I say obviously. I chose this yarn first, got all the way down to the heel and realized, wait, you can't even see the texture. Took it all the way back, and then I started right here with the lighter yarn. So absolutely wonderful, wonderful pattern. Again, A Goat's Eye by Tracie Millar. Oh, and I'm keeping it in my favorite bag that Sharon gifted me last year. Just love this bag. They're really great bags. It's my favorite travel bag. Brought it down to Georgia with me because when you travel, nothing falls out of this. See, how great is that? So my favorite. So that was another half-finished object, I think. I also talked a little bit about my rug punching. If you're looking for a new craft, highly recommend rug punching. If you don't want to spend the money, I use an Oxford needle. They run $30 to $39, so there's a little bit of an investment. You can use your yarn stash, especially if you're practicing, but depending on the yarn you're going to use will depend on the needle size. So it does have different size punch needles. So you really want to determine that before you buy one, so you don't have to buy a whole bunch. I bought a standard, I think it was the standard 10, and I've recently, it's been since March that I've recently purchased 2 more. I got a good deal from the Southeastern Animal Fiber Fair, so I bought a couple more. But I started this a while back. I think I showed it, and I've completed the whole section for the second sheep. I just have to do the sheep, the second sheep, the whole third one, and then I have to add the grass at the bottom. But what a great project. What a great craft, I mean. I'm just loving punching rugs. Goes much, much faster than any kind of hook, or I think rug hooking is, well, I did the one you buy at Joann's, with the little metal rug, but I think a lot of people do rug hooking where, you put a little hook in and you pull the fabric through each and every time, and and they're gorgeous, but I just don't have the patience. So I'm doing the Oxford punch needle, absolutely love it, and I'm definitely going to have some more, projects to show you. Let me show you the back. There you see the third sheep, but love this project, absolutely love it. Really quickly, a t-shirt I bought I can't tell you who I bought it from because I don't have her business card. I know she has an online shop, so if I find it, I'll put it in the description. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to, I'm gonna have to figure out who it is because I want to buy another t-shirt. Look how funny is that? Love this t-shirt. It's really soft too. So that's it. That's it for my crafting. Really quickly, shop updates in the Etsy shop. These are back in stock. I sold out, but they're back. Right now they're only available as a double knit sock blank, but they're super cute. And of course, when I saw Sharon, she had made some bags. She didn't get a whole lot made, obviously, because of the things that they're dealing with right now. But she did make snowman bags. I gotta tell you, there's only 4 of them. I already sold one of them. I also have these sock blanks that match. They come in double and single. They're both sparkle, and so is the bag. It's all sparkle. So the fabric sparkles, and so does the sock blank. So again, there's only 3 left now. They're absolutely adorable. Sharon does an amazing job on these bags. She includes a little bit of a loop right here so you can attach things. I will say, from now until Christmas, any orders, I always put an extra little mini gift in there for any purchases. And for these specific bags alone, I'm going to have an even extra special item that you can use in the bag. Yeah, so just in the holiday spirit. So these are sold as a set. I do have a couple of just the sock blanks listed again because Sharon was only able to make 4 of these. Again, any sets that we make, we never repeat them. We haven't repeated one yet. We don't plan on ever repeating them. Usually we only do maybe 3 to 5 of them. Sometimes we can do 7 or 8. But yeah, so that's it for the Etsy shop. So wow, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I will be back before Christmas in a couple of weeks. So until then, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving again. And happy Hanukkah for all our Hanukkah people out there. Merry Christmas if you don't get to see the next episode, because I know how busy this time of year can get. And thank you so much for joining me. I just love hanging out with my knitting and crochet friends. And we're going to do it again in a couple of weeks. So until next time, I'll see you and happy crafting. Bye, everybody.